are not your thoughts, and you are not the story that you tell yourself each and every day. Until you have truly taken the time to think about what you truly think about, you will be everywhere else and you will be everyone else. Because you are not in the point of power, and that point of power is called the present moment. How you think, act, and feel is shaping your life at this very moment. So let's rise together, okay, to our greatness. Let's learn together because we are family. Do you truly understand that your thoughts are not yours? Do you truly understand that the story that you tell yourself is someone else's? Do you truly understand your mind is not yours until you have handpicked, created, and dipped every prominent thought in love that lives in that beautiful mind of yours? everybody. Welcome to the Doc of Detox show. I'm Dr. Darrell, Wolfe, your host, and this is Braveheart Nation. Together, we are going to transform your life and expand your mind so that you and your family can uncover and discover the unseen healer from within. Guess what? That's the only place the true healer is, okay? From within. That and reattaching ourselves to nature. The more you pull yourself away from nature and the more that you cozy up to mankind, which is not kind at all, then you are going to be sucker punched. Today, the show is actually called, Is There a Terrorist in Your House? And yes, there is. There's a terrorist in your mind, and we're going to talk about that today, all right? So understand, you are not your mind. You're not. I've been working on my mind, honest to God, for like 35 years. And I can tell you that I'm getting closer, and I hope to finish this mind game before I leave this planet. But unless you're going to be focused on you, that's right, you, first and foremost, understand you are never going to be your mind. You are not your thoughts, and you are not the story that you tell yourself each and every day until you have truly taken the time to think about what you think about. Really, think about what you're thinking about. Do not trust what you're thinking about. I tell everyone, unless you've gone through my Braveheart training 3 times, you cannot trust you. And it's not a bad thing. It's a game. We came down here to lose ourselves just to find ourselves. If you truly believe you're infinite, then you're going to want to play every game in the universe. If you believe that you only have one life to live, what a pitiful place to live. Okay, so until you have truly taken the time to think about what you think about, you will be everywhere else and you will be everyone else because you are not in your point of power. And that's the present moment. So until you know how to master your mind, you will never master the present moment. And in the present moment is the only time zone that you should be in. You can't be in 2 different time zones at once. You can't be in the present and be regretting the past. You can't be in the present moment and fearing the future. And that's what everybody's doing. Did you know that the average majority of the population only has 2% joy throughout the day? Did you know that they only spend 5% of their time in the present moment? So where are you all the time? Why can't you just be here? Do you understand that when you relive a traumatic moment or something that you believe you've sinned or you've done wrong, even though it's in your mind, you are recreating that event to your mind as if it's happened again? So why do you think people have cancer? Why do you think they have anxiety, heart attack, trauma? Why do you think that they're depressed? All of these things, okay, will start to add up. So how you think, how you act, how you feel is shaping your life at this very moment. That's right. All the thoughts that you have all day, they get mulled into one thought, and that becomes the key master thought that actually that thought then becomes what? A feeling. The feeling becomes a vibration, which becomes a frequency, which then becomes an experience. And that experience then becomes and makes and shapes your body, either healing it or destroying it. So let's rise together. Let's rise to our greatness. Do you truly understand that your thoughts are not yours? Do you truly understand that the story you tell yourself is someone else's? Let me tell you something. A lot of the rituals and a lot of the beliefs that have been passed down through the generations, okay, like it or not, they're about as powerful to me as Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, okay? And a lot of people will live their lives by some of these stories, okay, that make them feel less as a human being, make them feel less as a person, and they never will ever discover their unlimited power or a way to heal themselves. You know what? If you can't heal yourself, or if you believe that your creator is responsible for your healing, you're in big trouble, because our creator gave us everything that we needed in the beginning when we got here. You know, it's the funniest thing, and please don't get me wrong, but I hear people thanking their creator when things go right. Well, why aren't they thanking their creator when they go wrong? I want to tell you something. I know that I was created by that created the universe, and I'm going to take responsibility for everything that goes right in my life and everything that goes wrong in my life. Now, I'm not saying that I don't have what I have and who I am because of my creator. I am a piece of my creator. I am that. I will take total responsibility for having a great day or a crappy day today. Okay? So do you truly understand your mind is not yours until you have handpicked and created and dipped every prominent thought in love that lives in that beautiful mind of yours? Never forget that your mind makes a terrible master. Oh, does it ever? Let me tell you something. That's why there's a terrorist in your house. That's why there's a terrorist in your mind. That's why there's a terrorist in your cupboards and in your fridge. Okay? Never forget that your mind makes a terrible master, but an amazing servant. And guess what? Only 1 out of 10,000 people know how to master their mind. It's called neuroplasticity. It is scientific. And it means that you can make and shape your mind to whatever you want, but you can't do it until you know how to do it, and you can't do it until you know that you can do it, but you've been letting everybody else do it. There is nobody on this planet that can make me feel miserable. There is nobody on this planet that can scare me. There is nobody on this planet that can create pain in my body or make me fear my life or anything else. Henny penny, the sky's falling in. Oh, we're going to war with this, or North Korea's this, or this country's this, or this country's that. How can you even live like that? Why do you even turn on the news? Who even cares? Well, you're not worldly if you don't watch the news. What are you, like, kidding? That's the biggest pack of lies I've ever heard in my life. We already know that all the news, the main news reels, otherwise the people that bring the information across to us on the radio, newspaper, and TV, okay, are owned by corporations. All right? 8 corporations own almost the majority of all the news that you get. And it's a pack of lies mixed in with a little bit of truth. Oh my gosh. Everything is sensationalism. I mean, if you watch the news before you go to bed, there's a terrorist in your house. You're going to go to bed and have nightmares. You're not going to be able to sleep well. And if you're also watching that LED TV and not wearing what we call blue blockers, because all the blue light, then you're telling your eyes and your brain and your whole body that it's 12 noon. And if you don't shut the Wi-Fi off, there's another terrorist in your house. Don't take this as a joke. And if you're unable to just do these simple things and turn the Wi-Fi off, get rid of the portable phones, get blue blockers for everybody who watches TV. I love them. I sit there and watch, when I watch TV, and I feel relaxed. I don't feel like I'm being stressed out by the television. You know, it's what you do the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day that's going to make the difference. And understand something. Are you the terrorist that lives in your house? Do you know how to start your day in peace, harmony, without chaos? Do you know how to end your day like that? Do you know how to share love, to really show everyone that you love them in the morning before you leave for work? And when you come home at night, how you love everyone? Do you wipe your mind off at the door before you come in? Do you bring junk foods home and tell everybody it's a treat? Or are you the terrorist? You know, you have to understand something. Terrorism lives in all homes. I'm not worried about the terrorist that lives in another country across the seas. I'm worried about the terrorist that's called my government. I'm worried about the terrorist that's called food corporations. I'm worried about the terrorist called dentists that put mercury in people's mouths, all right, and put fluoride in their mouths. I'm worried about the terrorists we call the medical system. I'm worried about the terrorists we call the pharmaceutical system. Well, I don't worry about them because they're not part of my life. So, you know. But the thing is you better find out who true terrorism is. It's not the people that live in another country that are poor and they're going to throw rocks at us. I mean, let's not blow that out of proportion. I mean, we're terrorized more by our mind than we are anything else in our life. And then we're terrorized more by our family than anybody outside of our house usually. And then we're terrorized more by the people that live in our neighborhood than we are terrorized by anybody else. And then we're terrorized by the people in our country more than any other country. Are you getting this yet? It's so great. You know what? It's so great how we've been taught to, attack other religions, attack other people with different colored skin, attack other people with beliefs. Today, you're scared to speak up. Well, I'm not scared to speak up because I don't need anybody's approval. I don't take anything personal, and I don't. You know what? I came down here to grow consciously. I didn't come down here to grow wider, okay? I didn't come down here to see how much money I could make, but you know what? Money's a great thing. Money buys you beautiful things. You really got to look at your mind. You got to look at what you're thinking. You're not going to find people that are abundantly rich hating money, but you're going to hear people that are really poor and in poverty talking about how money's bad and evil, and people who talk about how they have bills all the time. So who's the real terrorist? You know what? Mind your own business. And mind your own business, and I mean that in a loving way. Mind your own business. You're worth it. Your main focus should be on you. If you really want to change, then you've got to, if you don't want to change parts of your personality, you're never going to change parts of your reality. Oh, you really want your family to be healthy and you really want them to understand that natural health is the way? Well, then make sure that don't say it, be it. Show it. Because the only way that we're going to do that is if we grow consciously. You ever notice a lot of people, they talk. We should do this. We should. No. Don't say anything. Okay? Be the silent power. That's how you make a difference. Opt out of things that you wished other people weren't doing. Okay? And the thing is you need to understand something. You can measure your health by the people you hang around with. If you hang around with people that are really sick, depressed, or sick all the time, you're going to be sick all the time. Birds of a feather flock together. All right? So, are you ready to take your health and healing to the highest level? Because most people, they have to have a heart attack to do that, or cancer. Or they have to be told that, they have some kind of life-threatening disease before they can even change. So those people aren't even changing because they love themselves. They're just changing because they're scared to die. And I'm not scared to die. And I'm not scared to live. And I'm going to hang around here. And no matter how many bumps in the road or how many curves in the road, that's okay. You should do these things that I do, right? Do 4 or 5 shows every 10 days, right? Do the one-a-days. Do consultations, right? Research new product. Take on big projects. Because why? Because that's the adventure of life. And then have them just go bam right in your face. Hey, Omi, do they do that enough? Oh, yeah. No matter how much I think I'm balanced or how much I focus or I want things, they're going to go sideways. And when they do, that's the game. That's the challenge. That's the adventure. I don't want to get on a horse that doesn't have spirit. I want to get on a horse that will buck and rear the odd time. I don't need it to go like this. You know what? I don't want to retire. I'm not going to ever retire. Will I slow down some? Yeah, that would be helpful. But the thing is I want an exciting life. I knew who created me. I knew what I was created for. I know that I am an infinite spirit. And I know that I decided to come down to play this earth game. And I'm going to do a damn good job. I'm going to ride this thing. And when things go wrong, I'm not going to whine and complain. I'm going to go, okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. The faster that you can get back into balance, 3, 2, 1, I got this. 321, I love myself. 321, that was the old me. 321, I love and approve of myself. I'm amazing. That's all you got to do. Repetition is the key. So look at, when you finally embrace this sacred truth of why you are truly here, you will uncover and discover the true you, the authentic you, and you shall be healed. You heard what I said. Until then, you will be everywhere else and you'll be everyone else. Okay? So like I said, today's show is there a terrorist living in your home? Is there a terrorist living in your head? Our phone lines are open and we're ready to take your calls. Do we have one online already?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's take it. Hi, caller. Hello, caller.
We've got another one. I'll put this one back on hold.
Okay.
Try this one.
Thank you, Omi. Hello, caller. Hello.
We can hear you.
She's walking to the... Hello? Okay. All right, so our phone lines are open if you want to call. These two callers, they're not sure how to work our system. Maybe we can help them out. I'm not sure. But our phone number is 1-888-570-9445. Okay? And let's see what we can do here today. Do we have any other callers? You want to switch this one off? They keep clicking or something.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, a good way to actually invite your family or your friends. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
We can hear you.
Dr. Wolfe, this is Susie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Did you shut off the computer that it's not on, please?
I'm sorry, I'm on the cell phone. My apologies.
Okay, well, is the volume on somehow or we have some kind of feedback? So we're going to have to let you go if we can't get it cleared.
The volume is up and the mute is off.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead. You're clear now. Please speak right into your phone, okay?
Okay.
Good.
This is Susie Moody, and I'm looking at multiple areas of my life to cleanse.
Okay, well,
because of my home and my baby girl and so forth. So there's a couple of topics I want to talk to you about, if that's all right.
listen, you know what, Susie? Everything is all right, okay? And listen to this. I want you to take your time and let's go easy and slow and be specific, okay?
Okay.
But I need you to speak louder, all right?
Okay, my apologies if there's a lot of background noise. I just got off of work. I'm on the bus to go home in the city.
That's okay. You're doing a great job, and everybody out there appreciates you calling in. And we just love that you're calling. So please go ahead. Okay?
Okay, so because I'm 43 years old, one of my areas of interest is how to cleanse my body naturally. And I've been looking at your tea, but I've actually came across your information about 4 years ago when I started researching about cancer, because I used to work in a cancer center at the hospital and question why people got sick. Because I'm touching base to you the first time. And so I'm looking for one, the area of cleansing and detoxing with your tea. And so I'll probably need to know how to learn how to do it. And I think you have a video on YouTube that kind of instructs it. So it's just a matter of time for me to purchase the product and use it. The daily cleanse.
Okay, well, would you like me to talk about the daily cleansing tea? Is that what you want?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, can you please put your phone on mute so we don't get any background
Yes,
noise
sir.
when you're not talking? Thank you so much. Okay, so let's put it this way. The daily cleansing tea, we actually laser our tea. It has 1,200 frequencies in it. The daily cleansing tea has no stimulants in it. Okay, it has no laxatives in it. I've been selling the tea now for 20 years. And believe it or not, you can take this tea each and every day. Did you get that? Each and every day. I am so totally against detoxes, you have no idea. Deep cleansing is probably one of the worst things you can do, even though 99% of the health field does detoxes, deep detoxifications, deep cleanses. I won't do them. I don't feel a need to do them. Okay? I believe that our whole body is made out of cleansing organs, and I actually have so many people come to me that have cleansed so much that it's very difficult for us to get them well. That they have actually strained and drained their organs. Most people, right now, you have to understand that 80% of the population has autoimmune disease. 80% of the population is pre-diabetic. So we already know that all their organs are not, so they're inflamed. So understand that. But inflammation is not the same thing as detoxification that we need, okay? So I'm saying, yes, there are toxins in the body. But just by doing, if you were to go and take a look, Susie, go to the Doc of Detox library and read the Perfect Day Nutritional Guide and the Braveheart Library Guide, even if you never called me again, those two things are going to give you more help than almost anything else that could be done. That's your starter. And then if you want to go further, you could get a consultation from us. But, I tell people, take a look at the Braveheart Library, not Braveheart Library, but take a look at the Braveheart online training. It's 38 hours. You could do it at your own pace. I have so much valuable information. By the time you get through that, basically how to really take control of everything. And at $199, and you can bring on another friend or a family member, you split that in half. And remember, I update the Braveheart online training, and I'll update it for the rest of my life. Just as I update the manual continually, and you can take it anytime you want. Now, the daily cleansing tea is so gentle. And what you're doing is when you do the tea, is you boil a gallon of water, because this is a concentrate. You boil a gallon of water, and when you bring the water to a boil, then you put in 2 tea bags, and you turn off the burner, put in 2 tea bags, put the lid on, and you let it steep for 8 hours. Then after that, you put the tea bags and the tea in a container in the fridge. You start off with 4 ounces twice a day, usually 3 days, and then you do 8 ounces twice a day. Now, I have people that are doing 8 ounces twice a day and doing a 4 ounce in the middle of the day. Some people's intestines are so tied in knots and they have no tone. Anybody you see that their belly is hanging, is sticking out. If you ever see the bellies that stick straight out? Well, those bellies that stick straight out, they're full of gas. They're rotting inside. Their actual bowels are rotting. So they got lots of gas in them. So that's why they got lots of blocks, and they're probably going to have a heart attack or a stroke. They have problem breathing because all that gas pushes up on the heart. Then you've got other people where their bellies are hanging down over their waistline. Well, that's because their intestines are falling out of their core, out of their abdomen. So we know that there's no tone, there's no strength. So the daily cleansing tea is gentle enough. And, some people, I'll have them make a 3-bag tea instead of a 2-bag tea. But you know what? You take as much tea twice a day that you have that 2 to 3 good bowel movements, right? And like I said, I've been doing it for 20 years. And it's amazing. I've had so many people try to duplicate the tea, but they can't duplicate the tea because they don't know exactly what we do to it. But I will tell you that there's nothing like it. It will clean the large intestine, the kidneys, the lungs, the liver, and the blood. Okay? And of course, the skin. All right? So, and then you only go at the pace you go at. So if your child weighed, like, let's say 40 pounds, okay? Then your child would take 2 ounces of the tea and twice a day. But we might just start your child off with 1 ounce, do half the dosage just to make sure. Because what if your child has inflammation in the bowel? Then we want to start off easy, because we don't want to, because anytime you have inflammation in your body, that is somebody that is overwhelmed emotionally. So now they're overwhelmed physically. And then if there's inflammation in a child or in anybody else, we know that there's probably some scary dairy. We know that there's animal products, and we know that dead animals don't heal, and they putrefy in most people. And they putrefy in the elderly more, and they putrefy in the young children more, because their intestines are not developed and their teeth aren't developed. And then in the elderly, the older you get, the less dead food you eat and the less animal products you eat if you want to stay on this planet without suffering. So, and then of course we want to increase our plant life. But if you read the Perfect Day guide, Susie, I promise you that you're going to go, wow. And then you know what? Then you can call in on Braveheart and ask questions, or you could call in and get a consultation from us, and we will do a 1-hour consultation after you've done your homework. Like people will say, oh, I want a consultation now. And I'll say, no, 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 no. Read the Braveheart Manual, read the Perfect Day Guide at docofdetoxlibrary.com, and then we'll do a consult, and then we'll tape it, and we will have a blueprint for you. And then you can call us. You could call us 10 times a day, and nobody's going to get upset at my clinic. We are old school. Do not text me. Do not email me, because I will talk to you if you want me to talk to you. I will phone you back. I will talk to you like even on this show. But we have laid out so many things to help you and your family, to help move you along. And then everybody's got different situations, so we understand that we got to tweak things. So Susie, come on back on if you'd like.
Thank you, sir. My area of interest is because of the pregnancy. I have I think it's called diabetes recti, and it's slowly
I didn't get that. Susie, I didn't get what you said.
Yes, sir.
You have what? And
I
just
think it's pronounced.
Don't call me sir.
It's
Okay.
pronounced.
Don't call. You don't have to call me sir. All right. Me and you are exactly equal, Susie. Okay. Call me Darrell. Call me Dr. Wolfe. Whatever makes you, but don't call me sir. All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
So, I had a complication after pregnancy, and I had to have abdominal surgery to implant mesh to pull my intestines back. I had diabetes recti, I believe it's how it's pronounced, and I'm a little concerned about the device inside me that was never created for me, because I do believe in my creator.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something.
And how the body.
There's actually a show on Netflix about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to scare you, but that's a foreign object. So you want to really make sure, because that's inflammatory. That thing is actually causing scar tissue. So you want to make sure that you know how to pull the scar tissue apart that thing's creating. You know? So we have people that fly from all over the world to get mesh put into them. And the mesh actually creates all kinds of scar tissue that wraps around their intestines, ovaries, uterus, bladder, or prostate. So what we do is we show them that, they should be doing things like DMSO. But first it would be really great. Are you married?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's okay. Anyways, it would be nice if we could show you how to pull the scar tissue apart. But you can do castor oil packs on the area. They're a little slow and tedious, but you could do them every night if you wanted. But putting DMSO on the area will help to bring blood into the area. And also using what we call pain away on the area, essential oils, because you got to understand DMSO and the pain away they don't take away the pain because they hide it like drugs. They take away the pain because they're actually bringing down the inflammation, and it'll help to soften up the scar tissue. But it's really important that you do the cleansing tea, because I'll tell you right now, that mesh, and you don't want to be leaking toxins. If you're leaking toxins from your large intestine into your pelvic girdle, and you've got that mesh in there, you've got a double whammy going on. And you're going to be kicking the living crap out of your ovaries and uterus and your bladder. So we want to make sure that, check out the daily cleansing tea. And I'm telling you that if you did the daily cleansing tea and built it into your life, we're talking about, if you buy like a year's supply, okay, of daily cleansing tea, we're talking about 70 cents a day. 70 cents a day. And it is the most important thing you can do. Second thing to that is drinking structured water and drinking enough of it. Susie, I'm just so blown away. I can't tell you. I have people calling me up, and especially when they get older, they get dementia, or they get dizzy, or they fall down, or they lose their balance. Do you want to know something? This is all about drinking water, okay? And getting all this scar tissue in us is all about drinking structured water. This having a heart attack, structured water. Diabetes. I can't. Just getting people to drink enough water is amazing. Everybody thinks they drink water, but they don't drink enough water. So water's really, your body's 72% water. And anytime that you're getting like your children go, oh, I can't think anymore. They're not drinking water. Always go to water first. Check your everybody should always check their bowels and their water intake. That's the first thing you always do. All right. So make sure that you're doing these things. Just covering the basics. Susie, I'm going to tell you something. You are, this situation with the mesh, you can totally take control of it. If you don't wake up, you will be on all kinds of medications. You'll be going for all kinds of specialists and x-rays, and because you're going to have 1,000,001 symptoms from this mesh. And that is a fact. This is not to scare you, because you should not be scared. You are a courageous goddess, and understand that this mesh is not going to disturb your life as long as you're on top of what the mesh is and what it could cause, and then you don't have to have that happen. Do you understand? Are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? Doctors will not suture anymore. Do you know why? They get paid more for putting in this mesh. This is terrible. Terrible. You know, I have a lady call me up. I'm not making this up. 2 weeks ago. Okay? And they want to put mesh in her. And I said, no, don't do it. Find a doctor that will suture that up. It's just a hole. That's all. And guess what? No doctors around her will suture it up. We don't do it anymore. We just use mesh. They're told to only use mesh. Now this mesh, it's then going to create the inflammation, then create the infections, to then create the pain, to have all these drugs and have tons of surgery. And you know, people will get lung problems. They're going to get brain problems. They're going to get eyesight problems. And it's not even close to the mesh. So wherever your weak spots are, So what I'm saying is you've got the mesh, you can work around it.
Okay. I appreciate that, because that makes me realize I did visit the doctor, the surgeon, and it would be very, very expensive to take it out.
It would be very what? Did you say it would be very expensive?
Yeah, very expensive to take it out.
Well, then what I would do, okay, can I tell you what I'd do if I was you?
Yes.
I would go to another country and get it taken out. I would find a really great doctor, because a lot of doctors are taught in the States or in Britain or in Canada, and I would go to a country that's going to charge less. Okay? If you wanted to get it taken out. And if you don't want to get it taken out, don't.
I do. That's a great idea.
Okay? I don't know if it's a great idea. You know what? But I would if you could get it taken out, just remember when they take this mesh out, it's going to leave you with scar tissue. So 10 weeks after that, I will make sure, if I don't, where do you live?
I live in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. You know what? My son is coming to North Carolina. His name is Sage Wolfe. He's a master trainer in deep tissue. And you know what? If you want to call the office, if you want to come and see him, he'll check out and see how much scar tissue is in your pelvis and around the mesh.
Yes, I would like that.
Okay, but understand, okay, here's the deal. Irritation creates inflammation. Inflammation, the body makes fibrin. The fibrin gets sent to the mesh area, and then it never stops if there's too much inflammation. So then it starts getting all jammed up, and then it actually starts growing roots. I'm not kidding. And then those webs will actually web themselves around your organs. So, but if you understand what a pure diet is and how to increase your circulation and what gets rid of inflammation, you know, I would really take a look at Tummy Love, our product Tummy Love. I'd look at our liquid product called Fulvic Concentrate. Also the Black Gold Humic Powder, okay? And I would look at our Curcumin Cayenne 5000 and the tea. And you're going to reduce that, and then the more whole plant-based diet you have, and guess what? Do you ever notice that when you get stressed out, that different parts of your body ache?
Yes.
Stop getting stressed out. So even if something pisses you off or makes you angry, you're going to talk like this. Okay, let's say his name was Jim. Jim, I love you so much, but I'm telling you right now, I can't live like this, and I'm not going to. This is what I need in my life, and I'm going to get that. And I really wish that you would honor me because I'm going to have unconditional love for myself, and those around me are going to love me and respect me as well as I would respect them. So please do not do that again. Please look after that. So you're going to stay calm and talk like you mean it. You own it. But you're not going to stress yourself out. Every time you stress yourself out, cortisol and adrenaline dumps into your body, and guess where it goes? It's going to go right down to that mesh and cause that to go on fire. So let's not look at the mesh as a curse. Let's look at the mesh as a blessing, telling you to bring your health game up, right? And always know that you have options, and Susie, I'm on your side. Are you there?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Darrell. I'm getting off the bus so I can talk better. So I also know that I believe those consultations, because I have, like I said, multiple areas of my life that I want to get better. My third question was, I saw your core exercising device, and I was wondering if I should start working on my core to help strengthen it, because I am a busy full-time mom and mom when I get home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I want you to do is get yourself a foam roller. You should get yourself a core twister, and then save your money up and get yourself a good rebounder. And then guess what? My gift to you is, guess what? I'll show you how to work them all. How's that?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do that anyway. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but we're going to set it up in here, and then I'm going to show what my workout is. And I need to tell you something, and this is really important, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Going to the gym can be dangerous. People go to the gym aren't healthy. I'm not saying they're healthy and not healthy, but most of them are unhealthy because they do everything in an extreme. I want you to know that the people that live the longest on this planet, they have gentle exercise every day. They do not do extreme exercise. And the exercise that they do are things like core twisting, rebounding, foam rolling, and yoga. Okay? So stuff like that. Those people live longer, believe it or not. All right? And then sleep is a really important thing, Susie, especially for a mommy. You better be getting 8 hours, and you better be turning that Wi-Fi off at nighttime, okay? And there better not be a clock radio sitting beside your head by the bed. And make sure that if your phone is your alarm clock, that it's actually on airplane mode. And make sure that you're not using a microwave in the house, okay? And there's no walk-around phones in the house. All right? And
Dr.
get
Wolfe,
yourself...
that leads me to my fourth area of issue. So
Okay.
when you're ready, let me know.
When what? Oh, I was going to say
My
too,
fourth...
and go on Amazon.com and get blue blockers. You can get them for $7 to $15. So when you watch TV, and also turn your computer to night shift mode and your phone to night shift mode, continual. Okay? You'll see it on there. Go ahead.
Okay. My fourth area of interest is I have a very diverse personality in my family member that I live with, and there's a lot of diversity in areas of interest, and I've learned to allow that person to be.
Susie, I've never heard anybody call it. I never heard anybody call it a diverse personality before. All you're trying to say is you're trying to tell me that you're trying to get back to nature, and the rest of your family isn't interested. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Not a lot of support.
That's right. Well, you have to understand something, Susie. You are a female, and the female population is trying to save the planet, and the male population doesn't really give a crap. And guess what? And they don't even physically give a crap. They're so constipated. So the reality is here is that, you need to just do this for yourself, okay? All right?
Mhm.
You need to do this for yourself. I'm going to tell you something, and some people are going to go, this guy, who does he think he is? But I was talking to a lady, and we're not in the same situation, and we're not talking about you. Do you understand? And
Yeah.
I did a consultation on her, and she's been with this guy for 4 years, okay? And everything about what she wants in her life, he laughs at her, okay? And he makes fun of her and puts her down. So anyway, she's going on about this, and she's accepted this. So you know what I said? Pack his bags, and tonight when he comes home, they're at the door, and tell him he's on. Is it your place? She said yes. Pack his bags, put him at the door. He's done. She goes, what? I said, pack his bags, put him at the door. He's finished. Until you decide that you want to match yourself up with somebody that is vibrating at your level, you're not going to ever have the health you want. How can you live? Okay, how can you be an eagle and live with a turkey? Right? And guess what? So now we're talking about 10 minutes later, and I say something, and she goes, I don't have a boyfriend. And I said, wait a minute. You just told me you had a boyfriend. And she goes, no, I got rid of him. Do you hear what I'm saying? She made the decision right there. And she didn't, because I told her, I said, it's not about cruelty. Why don't you let him go and go out with someone and live with someone that he can banter, okay? And that he doesn't have to banter, that does exactly like him, that approves of him. 4 years later, and he won't do. I was talking about her sitting down and doing the couples connection where they hold hands, look in each other's eyes, and it's on my Braveheart training. And they do this for as long as they can without talking and just looking into each other's eyes. Knees touching if they can, or legs over top of each other, and then they're holding each other's hands. And she said, he won't do it. And he never would do it. And everything I've ever asked him, even about his diet, he won't change anything. He won't do anything. So I said to her, you're here for you. You're not here. Like when I was little, my parents used to say, that's your auntie. You know what? She's family. Learn to get along with her. I don't think so. I'm not getting along with anyone that disrespects themselves that's going to disrespect me. Now, I'm not telling you anything. I'm trying to tell you that lovingly hold the line, like I said earlier today on my show. Lovingly hold the line, and just let whoever is in your family know that this is how you shop.
Gotcha.
You know what? You've got such a soft, beautiful voice, and you're being taken advantage of. And you know that. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But he's got a lot of like, he's been complaining about gout and leg pain, and I've asked him to go see the doctor, and I told him that you got a baby girl. You got to love and take care of yourself. And it's like he sits on the couch, and I'm like, why, if you love God, why don't you love yourself to go do something?
Well, okay, but
So
but you need to understand, Susie, loving God has nothing to do with loving himself. You have to understand that.
I know.
He can only love himself. He can only love himself for the beliefs that he was taught by his parents. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your husband is a beautiful soul. So let's make that perfectly clear. He's not a bad person. He's got bad beliefs. And he's got bad beliefs about himself. You can only love others for as much as you love yourself. So there's parts of him that you really love, but there's parts of him that you don't love at all.
That's right.
Right. Now, what are you going to do, Susie, if he doesn't change? That's not a question
I'm gonna go buy your
I don't want you to answer that.
Buy your detox tea.
I don't want you to answer that. I want you to start.
Okay.
I want you to understand something. I just wanted to say, what's going to happen if he doesn't change? Now, here's my answer to you. I'm going to love and honor and respect myself, and I'm not going to continually create anxiety and make myself in pain. Do you actually know that you have a program that his program helps to feed your program? So his program about not changing helps to feed your program that you're not worthy of having a better love. So picture the love you really want and picture it from him. And then go gentle baby steps with him.
Okay.
Okay? Go gentle baby steps with him. Like you said, buy the tea, get him taking the tea. You know what? If he takes the tea, he's going to feel a difference.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem. If he has very little love for himself, you're going to have to pour the tea, help him drink it, and you're going to have to do that for the rest of your life. Unless you can get him to start embracing loving himself. Now, remember, you're going to have to be patient. Take a look at his parents and then take a look at what you're dealing with. Did you get that, Susie?
Yes, sir. Yes, Darrell.
Did you? No, but do you understand that if you look at his parents, you'll understand what you've got to work with?
Yes, I've been watching them for years. We've been married 17 years.
Okay, so do you understand what you married now? Okay?
Yes.
So you married those beliefs. So this is where we don't bail on the person. Of course not. We love them. But understand, this is where you're going to have to love yourself now. And every time he doesn't do something you want, are you going to go all drama queen and create this cortisol to create tons of scar tissue on the mesh so that now you can suffer just like him?
No, I'm going to separate myself from the issue and continue to do what I know right and do good.
Well, you're going to focus on you.
I'm going to focus on what I need to do for me and my baby.
You're going to focus on you. And if you focus on loving you unconditionally and loving him unconditionally, otherwise, if you find you're getting upset because he's not changing fast enough, it's going to drive a wedge between your relationship. Listen to me. Take your tea. Put his out. Don't tell him to drink it. Honey, the tea's on the cupboard. Leave it there. If it's there the next morning, dump it out and then just take the tea yourself.
Okay.
You know what, honey? My gout, it's acting up. Oh my God, my legs. The tea's in the fridge, sweetheart. I'm going to go get the baby. Did you get what I just said?
Yes.
But what happens? Soon as he goes, oh my gout, my legs, you get, oh, how can I help you, honey? Oh my gosh, you're in so much pain. Honey, can I help you? How's that working? How's that working, Susie?
It's not. It's until he hurts enough he'll move and do something.
Hey, let me tell you something. Whether you want to believe this, after somebody's had a condition for 9 months, it's an appendage. So he's not going to give it up. You'd have to operate that out until he decides to change. So when he goes all drama about his gout and everything, and you're trying to help him already, well, honey, I told you the tea's in the fridge. Help yourself. If you start taking the tea, you can lower that toxic load. And if not, honey, then there's nothing we can do. I'm going to go out now with the girls. Take care while you're sitting on the couch. Bye. You have to understand something. Look at, this is what us men do to women. We teach women that they're supposed to suffer as much as the man or more, and they're supposed to suffer as much as the children or more than their children. So what's going to be left of you, Susie, by the time you're 40, 50 years old?
Nothing much.
You're going to be a mesh cage with tons of scar tissue. So you're either going to get to love Susie, protect and respect Susie, and honor Susie, or get dishonored by him, his family, and everybody else. How do you like that? Do you notice how sometimes they just disrespect you, Susie?
Yes.
Well, you let them. You let them, Susie.
I'm trying not to anymore, but I feel like the black sheep.
Well, Susie,
try to
can I
control
tell
me.
you something? Susie, you're going to be the black sheep forever. You know what? I'm telling you something. They don't come any blacker than me. Okay? They don't come any blacker than me. All right? Okay? But you will get to the point that you will love being a black sheep. Listen, if you want to be outstanding, Susie, you got to stand out. If you don't want to stand out, Susie, you're not going to be outstanding. You're going to be part of the herd that's off to the butchers. Are you getting this?
Yes, my mother told me I lost my identity when I got married, and I'm trying to gain it back.
Well, let me tell you something. Your mother didn't speak any more truer words, okay? And guess what? And are you ready for this? Now remember,
Yes.
this is all personal between us and the whole world, right?
It's okay. I'm learning.
You married at the level of love that you had for yourself at the marriage.
Yeah.
Your baby has shown you that you haven't even started to love yet, and that love is unlimited because your baby has brought in total love to you. And now you know what total love feels right now because you knew what that was like when you were a little girl and you lost it. Now your baby showed it to you and you remember it, and now you want it back. So guess what you are? You're now the terrorist in the house to him because you're demanding more love than you wanted when you met him and married him. And now you want more.
Right.
And now he's going, I don't have more, Susie. I got gout. Oops. And guess what? Love him. But respect and honor yourself, Susie. And when he's in pain, let him know. We already discussed it, sweetie. The tea's in the fridge, okay? You could be taking the black gold humic, and that will help to absorb it all too. Put it in your drinking water. And honey, did you actually drink water today, or did you have a beer? Does he like his beer, Susie?
He doesn't drink alcohol, but there's alcoholism in his family. So I watch very carefully to see what he does.
Well, what is he doing? He's taking a lot of sugar in then.
Yeah, he loves sugar. Doesn't have very good teeth, and he was raised to have sweet processed food after dinner all the time.
Yeah, but
so
Susie, do you buy it? Susie, do you buy it? Do you buy it for him? Susie, yes or no?
Not when we first got married.
Susie, yes or no?
I stopped buying it. I stopped buying it recently.
Well, when's recently?
2 weeks ago, because my baby's girl has bad teeth, so she's got cavities, so we're remineralizing her teeth and bringing her health back up.
Yeah, well, that's
well,
what
I am at least.
Well, that's what will do it. And most of the time when the teeth are going too, it's the bowels. How's your baby's bowel movements?
When I'm working, my husband stays at home, so I tell her to drink a lot of water, eat vegetables and fruits. And so when I'm there, she has a decent bowel.
Okay, hold on a second.
Day,
hold on a second. Your husband stays at home? The guy who loves sugar?
Well, it sounds really bad.
No, it
Dr.
doesn't.
Wolfe,
I wasn't condemning him for staying home. I'm just saying if he's staying home and he loves sugar, then the baby's got to be getting what he's getting.
But remember how you told me I realized how he is now? I was blind before. He's a very sit-at-home person, and he doesn't move until he has something to do. So
Okay,
he's
but
very, very different.
Why isn't he going to work?
He goes to work occasionally, and he DJs to supplement his income.
What do you mean to supplement his income? He's got a wife and a child.
I know, Dr. Wolfe, it's a long story.
What?
It's a long story, Dr.
No, it's
Wolfe.
not. It's a short story. And the short story is this, okay? He needs to pull his weight, okay? And if he stays home on the couch, he's only going to have gout. Because when you're on the couch, that means you're watching TV. That means you're snacking. That means you're not exercising, getting your circulation going. This is not a story that's going to get good. This is going to get worse, okay? See, I don't know him, so I'm not picking on him. But you know what? When it rains, Susie, you get wet. And I just want to tell you something. I think you bit off more than you're ready to chew right now. So you better look after yourself and you better make sure that there's no junk in the house. Because if your husband brings junk home, he's sharing it with the baby. Because birds of a feather flock together. Listen, when I was younger and I hung around with people who smoked, come on, just one, have a puff, have a cigarette. Nobody wants to go down alone. Okay, all right? Hey, come on, Darrell, have a toke. Hey, here's a hit of acid, Darrell. Come on. No, what do you mean you're not going to drink? Right?
Yeah.
So understand something. You know what? Don't tell me that he's feeding the baby properly when you're at work. Because if he's not eating right, she's not eating right.
I know she's not eating right because he doesn't believe in taking the time to cook a wonderful, delicious meal. He'd rather have peanut butter in a jar
Okay,
or
all right.
canned
So
processed food like
I'm going to
tomatoes
say
and
this.
rice.
I'm going to say this one time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a hard life for you if he does not start making changes. And then you're going to have to decide how long you want to stay in this relationship, because this is going to be really hard and tough for you, because it's hard to honor yourself when you're being dishonored. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, I'm not picking on him. These are his beliefs. But I know people that have beliefs that would kill them and me. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I could take it further. So I'm not going to hang around people that have beliefs that are killing them and are going to harm me or my family. It's not going to happen. So just take it a step at a time, and I need you just to know that it's going to work out. Focus on what you want, but you got to remember something. You come before everyone else, and if you come before the baby, I didn't say this, that forget the baby. If you come before the baby and you're looking after yourself, then you will be looking after the baby at that level. Do you understand? I can't give my children what I don't have for myself. My baby's got to come first. Yeah, and what? Put you on the side? Then you're going to end up getting sick. And I want my children to know that I love myself 100%, unconditionally, so that my children will respect themselves as they grow up. I don't want them hanging around like I did, hanging around people who smoke, toke, drank, do drugs. I did it all when I was younger, right? So you know what? And a lot of my kids have gone through that as well. But I'm going to tell you something right now. My kids I show my children how I hold the line. And I go, hey, I've got adult children living in my house. Do not even think about coming home drunk. Yeah, but everybody drink. I don't care. Do not come home drunk. Okay? And you're not toking in the house either. All right? And you're going to respect this house. And then my adult kids think they can leave their room a mess. And like it's just thrown upside down. And they're not going to do it. No, I don't want that energy in my house. Now, if you ask my adult children that are living at home, they'll tell you that they got the freedom to come and go, that I'm a wonderful father. But you know what? I go, you know what? The way you love and respect me is the same way you're going to respect and love your wife or your husband and your children. So I'm going to help you right now while you're living at home. And the way that and they say that, you know what, until you move out, that you won't clean up your bedroom, clean up your bathroom, and know what bills are. Well, I'm going to help you learn all of that while you're here, and we're going to do it together because I want you to go out there and I want you to have the best life ever. So my intentions are solid. But understand something, I'm going to hold the line. You've got some things to think about, but for today, just stay connected to your breath. If ever you can, you feel like doing the Braveheart, you should do the Braveheart online training. And just go to Doc of Detox Library now. That's free. And go read the Braveheart Way and the Perfect Day Nutritional. And let's get started and let's work together. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Wolfe.
Oh, listen, it's my pleasure, Susie. You're amazing, and just know that. And I want you to go, as soon as you find that first mirror, take a look in the mirror and just tell yourself how much you love yourself and how much you're going to protect and honor yourself so that you can become the light for your baby. Okay? God bless, Susie.
Okay, Lord bless. Bye.
Bye now. How are we doing, Omi? Do we have another caller?
Got 4 callers.
We got 4 callers. Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
Let's start with 1.
Oh, one, one for fun.
Off.
Good day. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, that one is not on. So
Okay.
here's another one.
There's got to be a better method here.
Here's another call.
Okay. Good day, caller.
Yes, hello. This is Heike from Richmond.
Hi, Heike. How you doing?
Good, thank you. I just listened to this Susie story. It's pretty wow. But I guess my thing is hopefully a little bit shorter. I still have this tinnitus.
No, I doubt it. With you, come on. I'm kidding. Okay,
Pardon
go
me?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, tinnitus. There's a ringing sound in the ears.
I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Tinnitus?
Tinnitus. Yes.
It's ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's I started with this turpentine oil
Yeah.
a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I think it makes more worse. And now
Well,
we
then
stopped with that.
just take it easy with that. Then don't do that. But just understand the ringing in the ears is inflammation in the ears. Okay. And usually you're dealing with inflammation, and it could be fungus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever
And-
did you ever take like lay on your side and well you Heike, you did the deep tissue. Did you get your husband to work around your ear?
Not really.
Well, you know what? If
Yeah,
he were to work around your ear for like 5-10 minutes, it would be resolved because it's the inflammation causing scar tissue. You know as well as I do on my website, I've got people that had tinnitus that then turned into hearing loss and then they went deaf. And then we went and did we did the deep tissue with working around their ear, and then we did the silver bullet liquid in their ear, and we brought their hearing back 100%. We do that all the time. You've just got ringing in your ears.
Would the new lens from the
What?
Biotrap helpful too?
Pardon?
Would be the new lens from the Biotrap helpful too?
Oh, absolutely. So what you would do though is I would actually take and put the silver in your ear, just a little pool of it, just a little pool. And then I would actually shine the light, the Bioptron light, right up to the ear, a couple inches away. And then have the Bioptron light on. And if you have the polarized lens, definitely. And then what I want you to do while the light is shining is grab your ear and kind of pull it around so that you can feel, like grab it and pull it around like this and then the other way. Clockwise and then counterclockwise 5 times. You'll probably hear some crunching and cracking in the ear. That's the scar tissue and the crystallization. Okay, and then let the light shine with the silver in it for about 5-10 minutes and then empty it out and then do it again with your hand around, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and you're going to get rid of it.
Okay,
And you can
because it's
also
like
use
24/7.
the humic eye drops in the ear, okay? Because that's humic, and that's just going to go like this, and it's going to just suck up anything that's in there that's creating the inflammation as well, okay? So you can alternate the two.
Yeah, this noise is like I have it since I was 8 years or so.
Yeah.
Always if I hear some, the old TVs, the television,
Yes. But
old stuff, if you're starting to turn on the TV, then I hear that like, oh.
okay, but if you've had it for 8 years, then you're going to do this
No, it's like I was 8 years old.
when it started.
Yes.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you, it's been a long time. So you're going to have to do it in the morning and do it at night, that routine I just said. And you're going to have to probably do that. It might be for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days, because the longer the inflammation is in there, the less integrity the tissue has. And it can actually create problems in the inner ear. So, and eventually you will lose your hearing in that ear.
Yeah.
You can't have continual inflammation without crystallization, scar tissue formation, right? Okay.
There's other thing because you just mentioned Adidas there for the personal treatment, the root canal in my mollo, in my back.
Where's the root canal? Is the root canal is it near? Is it on the same side as the ear?
My ears are the same, like the same ringing on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, and the root is on the other, on the left side. So there's no difference between my ears.
Yeah.
But I just wondering, what can I do with my root? Can I go and have that? Yeah.
Well, could you actually
pull it out?
Could you get that tooth pulled out and you could still eat properly?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, where is it in the back?
Sure.
Is it in the back?
It's like in the middle of the row.
Guess what? I had one pulled out in the middle too. So I got a gap right here. I have a gap right here. Look.
Pretty gap.
Huh?
It's a pretty gap. Yeah, but you know what? The people they have like in the front root treatment. What to do in this case? So they cannot just pull it out and have a nice black smile.
No, you're just going to have to do things like the humic fulvic products, right? The curcumin cayenne, and you've got to do things that are going to keep your immune system up because you have a foreign body in your mouth. So you know that the foreign body anywhere in the body is going to be taxing the immune system on a continual basis. Foreign body is a foreign body, and the body's going to fight a foreign body. And I don't care what the foreign body is, it's going to give something off, right?
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
But understand something. You know, even if you do have a foreign body, it's not the end of the world. It's when you eat the average great diet, the so-called average great diet, right? And have the average lifestyle, right? That you're in trouble. Because the body's amazing. I mean, you know, our immune system is amazing. Our detox organs are amazing. You know, it's just that everything we do, think about it. We how close are you to nature? With what you eat, where you live, everything. Would you surround yourself with nature? Is it in your cupboards? Is it in your fridge? You know, does the Wi-Fi get turned off? You know, what kind of stress do you have between you and your husband and your children? And how stressed are you about life? I mean, a root canal is not the end of the world. It's everything else. You know, practitioners go, well, when you get sick, you gotta go inside to heal. Well, no, you got to take a look outside first and see what the environment is. What's in the fridge? What's in the cupboard? What kind of people do I live with? You know, do I not realize that I'm dumping cortisol and adrenaline into my body 24/7 because I'm unhappy or I feel I'm threatened by my lifestyle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so far. Last time I saw that with Debbie with this M-coil, and she mentioned the blood type for your diet.
The what?
And the blood type. So my blood type is the O positive.
Yeah, but O positive just means you can digest animal protein and proteins better, but that doesn't mean they're good for you. I disagree with Debbie.
Okay.
I disagree with her. Okay, I do. I disagree that people should be eating animal products. I hope you know that we're almost on our 5th planet extinction, and we're going to go extinct because of all the people that eat animal products. And I'm not trying to lay guilt on them, but guess what? If all these slaughterhouses were to have glass walls, they wouldn't be eating them if they saw what happens to these animals. And the other thing is that the animals, between the water that we're losing and the air and the land and the poisons, but forget that. Even on a personal basis, animal products. So you're going to tell me that a dead animal gives life. I'm going to tell you that you eat animals because you need amino acids. And I'm going to tell you that moringa, I'm going to tell you that lentils, that beans, okay, and 1,000 other things have amino acids in them. Even fruit has amino acids. And I'm not telling you to live on fruit, but I'm telling you that I don't believe that, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Listen, I'll tell you, you want to know something? Animal. I used to have a clinic in Toronto on Bloor Street. And Dr. Diadamo, that actually wrote the book on blood typing, we'd go to lunch together. And he'd have his pork chops, and I'd say, they're going to kill you. He wasn't healthy.
No, everything is about frequencies. So, and that's where I based my diet on too. I try.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to tell you, that, let's put it this way. Everybody's got their theories, but let's take a look at what's good for you. Let's take a look what's good for the planet. Let's take a look at what's good for our children that are now going to be inheriting the planet.
Yes, yes.
Okay, how's that? Why don't we just do that instead of listening to all these people, right? And all these theories that actually at the end of the day are getting us into trouble.
Yes. And do you think then in detail olive oil would be better for cooking or coconut?
You know what? I think they're really both good. I'm a coconut guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I like coconut oil, and that's just who I am. But olive oil's really great. Just get yourself a really good pure one. I just like coconut oil too. It's antiviral, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal. Okay, and it can handle heat better than olive oil.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good. That was my question.
Well, you did a really great job.
Thank you.
Okay.
You do.
But listen, you know what I would like you to try to do is take the bottom of a bottle. You see this ATP bottle here? Are you looking at? Are you watching me or no?
No, because the time is a little bit.
No, don't worry about it. Anyways, the bottom of an ATP bottle, if you have that, or one of our essential oil bottles, and then put some moringa oil on your jaw, and then go in with the bottom edge, and go in there and start breaking up the scar tissue in here, okay? And if you want, you can call up and get what we call a one-shot glass with a muscle restore in it for $20, and we'll send that. And if you want, I can show you on Skype how to actually go in and break up that tension in your jaw. And you do know that a lot of times you can get tinnitus because you're angry. Did you get that?
I am.
I didn't say you. People. You can actually get tinnitus. You can get tinnitus when you're angry. You could get it too because you're angry. Do you know why? Because it's like this. You make me so mad. Look at that. You get all tight in your jaw, right? And we call this the anger point. And when you get tight here, okay, you're causing all this contraction. You cause a lot of acidity, and it actually can cause problem in the inner ear. So when we work on people, I'll be down here loosening up and pulling apart the scar tissue, and they'll say, "Get your elbow off my knee, off my ear," and I'm not even close to their ear because the actual muscles here go up into the ear, and the scar tissue from down here actually goes into the ear and causes problems. Anyways, no, I wasn't saying you get angry, but people do get angry. So that can cause that problem, right?
Yeah, maybe I was a lot angrier in the past.
Oh, but see, there you go. So you're probably dealing with residue of scar tissue and crystallization in here. So see if you can go and break it up. And if you want, I'll get on Skype with you and I'll just show you. It'll only take me a couple of minutes to show you how to do it. Okay?
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah,
you're welcome,
great.
Heike. Bye now.
Okay.
Bye. Omi?
Yep, we've got a couple more.
Okay. All right. Good day, caller.
Hi, Dr. Wolfe.
Hi.
Can you tell me about C60? Do you sell C60?
C60?
Carbon 60?
I don't know C60.
Well, your brother was talking about it yesterday with respect to that.
Oh, well, that's actually in the polarized lens that comes with the actual Bioptron that we sell. We sell the polarized lens. And the polarized lens actually has that embedded into it. And that's what you put on the Bioptron. And actually on if I can just 1 second, on September the 26th. No, wait, no, it's not. What we're doing the next time we have the show with Marcel Wolfe, Energy Medicine show, and I think that's in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that's 2 weeks from Monday. We're going to be doing a complete show on the Bioptron because we had so many calls. We switched the show around. So we're going to show people how the Bioptron actually works. Okay. And I think he's actually going to show some blood tests before and after by using the polarized lens with the C60 in it.
Well, where can I buy C60?
Well, it's actually it's in the lens that goes with the Bioptron. Okay.
Because I heard another doctor talk about C60 and how he uses it every day. He consumes it every day, and it's great for the body.
Well, he may. I don't know where he gets it from, but this is delivered in a frequency because everything that we eat and drink leaves the body except the frequency, right?
Okay, so basically my detox tea, which should arrive today in the mail with the other products, that detox tea has C60 in it, right?
No, it doesn't have C60 in it, but it's got 1,200 frequencies in it, different frequencies that we laser into it.
Okay.
But it doesn't have C60 into it. No.
Okay. Dr. Wolfe, how long have you been using humic and fulvic acid?
Well, I've been using them for years, but the thing is that our humic and fulvic that we have now is very special. It's so special. It's the smallest molecular size. It's mechanically made. It's not chemically made. And we have the only humic fulvic in the world that has life crystals in it. The life crystals, if you go on, anybody out there, go on YouTube, look up George Merkel life crystals and get ready to just fall off your chair. Life crystals are the highest vibrating particle molecule on the planet to help to recreate tissue in the body. I have people that come here that feel like they're on their way out. And by putting them on our Life Crystal products, which is the Pineal ATP and the Divine Vine, when we put them on these products, along with things like the Tummy Love and the Fulvic, in 24 hours, we can see a turnaround in somebody. So you have to understand everything is frequency. Everything in life is frequency. There's nothing
That patient
isn't.
that patient you had today, remember your one a day, you have those two guys, those two friends.
Yeah.
Is he taking that? Because I remember the first video, you could hardly understand him. He's like whispering, and today he sounded like he's talking normal. Did you give that product to him?
Well, when they flew in the other day, when he talked, you couldn't even hear him. He didn't have any energy, and he couldn't even hardly walk. He walked anyways. Yeah, and he's been taking it for 2 days, so you can see what it does in 2 days.
Wow, that's great.
I will tell you
That's
right now
powerful.
that these new products that we have, okay, there is nothing like them on the planet, and it's just going to set a whole new level for healing. That's what these products are going to do. We're just trying to prepare for it.
Dr. Wolfe, when you go off to Canada or to Texas and everything, be careful, please. Please just be careful.
Yeah, I will be. You know.
I want to be able to come and see you. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
And when I come and see you, I'm going to take you to Timmy's. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Well, there is a movie theater. There is a movie theater right by Timmy's. There is a movie theater right by Timmy's. We'll go to a movie. How's that?
Okay.
All right.
Well, Dr. Wolfe, thanks for taking my call, and I'm going to start exploring more of your library. This is great stuff. Yesterday's show with Dr. Marcel.
Yes.
That was like mind-blowing, eye-opening. It's like, wow.
I say this, and
I'm going to start studying more about light. That is amazing.
I say this, and I mean it in the best way, but you haven't seen anything yet. We're going to give everybody the best training for free. Over this next year, people are going to get life-saving information every week. Yeah.
Well, that's
Because you know
great.
what? There's nothing better than to be on this planet and serve and see smiling faces and healthy people because we're all family, and I truly mean that. And thank you for calling me.
Okay, bye now.
Have a beautiful day. Hi, caller.
Dr. Wolfe, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Excellent. My name is Michael, and I have a GBM brain tumor I've had for a couple of years. I had 2 surgeries to get rid of it, and over the last 6 months, even with chemo, it's grown back bigger than before, and I'm wondering if your facility can help with this.
Well, we can always help. I would always suggest what I would like to know, Michael, not right now. How do you like Michael? Do you like him? Do you love him? How much do you love Michael? And
Michael's awesome.
is he?
Oh, sorry, you said not right now. Sorry.
Huh? And what about the people in your life?
I couldn't be happier.
Okay. So how many times
Completely.
have you had chemo?
I had Temodar 6 rounds, and now I just started Avastin yesterday
Okay.
because the chemo didn't do anything.
Okay. Well, I'd have to take a look at things, but, we have to look at the basic things. I mean, do you do the basic things like even shutting the Wi-Fi off at night, honestly?
No, I don't shut the Wi-Fi off.
Well, guess what? One of the main things that feeds tumors, brain tumors.
I did
Wi-Fi.
not know that.
Wi-Fi. So now I know that you haven't even started a protocol yet. So now I know that we could definitely help you. And I mean that in the best way. And you know what? It's not like you were supposed to know, Michael, because nobody's going to tell you. Probably the first time anybody's even told you this. So understand something. So now that you've come into a different type of belief system, in 1 hour, we can probably get rid of a lot of the undermining factors that are actually causing it to grow. How's that?
That would be nice.
Yeah, well, we can. As far as if you've got a loving family that's really supportive and you truly do love yourself and respect yourself, then why can't you heal, Michael? There's got to be a problem here somewhere. There's got to be a belief somewhere. And when you work with the physical, and when we shut the Wi-Fi off, we start working with the physical, right away you're going to see the temperature come down. You're not going to have all that inflammation going on. So that's going to be a big part of it. And then I would suggest that you truly do, maybe read the Braveheart manual at the Doc of Detox library, and read over the Perfect Day manual. And then if you want to do a consultation with me, we'll do it. And I'll tell you what I would do if I was in your situation, and what steps I would take. But understand something, you can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. Your body's just not going to let you attack it anymore, Michael, with poison. It's not going to let you do that. That's why it's growing. And it's saying this isn't the problem. This isn't the root problem. There's an old saying, and that is that we cut out the tumor, but they didn't cut out the belief. And whether you want to believe this or not, your thoughts make and shape you. So there's something going on there. And the reality is that if you've done this 3 times, why are you using the same techniques?
Relying on the doctors.
Michael, There's honor and respect for ourselves. Would I do something 3 times if it didn't work? I'm going to do it 1 time, Michael. If you think that you're going to cuddle up to mankind and you're going to give them 3 shots at you, I guarantee if you cuddle up to nature, you're not going to go 3 shots. You're going to see changes, and you're going to see you've been moving forward. You haven't been moving forward in your life. That you haven't been getting better. You know, when they go in and do the surgery, of course, that gives you relief. But you're not getting better. You know, you're not getting more vital. So I'm not telling you not to have surgery. I'm not telling you not to have chemo. I'm just saying that, you know, until you return to what you are, you know. Nature won't hurt you. She'll just balance you. And, you know, people really have turned their back on nature. Between technology, you know, technology is fun and it's useful. I wouldn't be on with you right now. But I'll tell you one thing. I will not, you walk into my life and you're going to see that I embrace nature everywhere I go. And that I'll tell you something. Technology is at arm's length for me. Okay? Because it'll take you down. When you watch TV at home, do you wear blue blockers?
No.
Well, the LED is coming right in through your eyes and it's going right into your brain. All that blue light has to be balanced with red. When you get up in the morning and the sun rises, are you out there for 20 minutes to 45 minutes gazing at the sun?
No.
Do you drink structured water, Michael?
No.
Because that's what nature makes. Structured water will actually detoxify you faster and start turning your brain around. Because structured water can actually cross the blood-brain barrier because it's only 6 molecules, not 2,500 or 3,000. Do you eat a whole plant-based diet, Michael?
No.
Do you eat dairy products?
Not very much.
Yeah, you just need 1 little piece of cheese and it's going to set you on fire. 1 little spoonful of yogurt, set you on fire. Do you eat animal products?
Yes.
Do you eat flour products?
Yes.
Well, good luck. Good luck. It's not going to happen. Flour is just like sugar. Flour was whole grain, but now it's gone down into such a small particle that when you eat any flour products, it's just jacking you up like sugar. How much do you weigh, Michael?
235.
235. What's your height?
6'2".
6'2". So how much weight would you like to lose?
Like 20 pounds.
That's right. So let's talk 25 pounds, 30. All right. So let's lose those 30 pounds right away. How long have you been this way?
Cancer started in 2015.
Okay. So let's put it this way. It's really great that you are this way. You've got weight you can lose. At least you're not losing weight and losing everything yet, which means you still have an immune system. When you start dropping weight like a rock hitting the water and sinking down, then we're in trouble. You're in trouble. Right now, you've got great things going on. You've got an immune system. You've got somebody who wants to live, or else you wouldn't be in this state right now. So all you need is some good information. So let's put it this way. You can continually work with your doctors, of course. But guess what? Why don't you shake hands with Mother Nature? Start making your home into a health zone. Start making your cupboards and your fridge into something that is a living, vibrating, high vibrating, nourishing foods. Start drinking the right water. What time do you go to bed, Michael?
I'm in bed all day long.
Okay, would you like that to change?
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
Oh, it would be kind of nice? If it's just kind of nice, it's not going to change. So you like being in bed all day long?
No, it'd be kind of nice to not be in bed all day long.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So just know this, Michael, that anything that you want, you can have, okay? Anything you want, you can have, but you got to want it. Are you going to, are you hungry to live? Are you hungry to live? Or you just don't want to die?
Yes. I am hungry to.
Hello?
Hello. I am hungry to live. Yes.
You are.
Yes.
What, do you got plans?
Well, I don't think I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish yet
What would you like to accomplish,
in my
Michael?
life. I'm only 44 years old, and
Michael, what would you like to accomplish?
well, I was going down the road, and then it kind of derailed. But now I'm not sure. Right now, I just like to accomplish conquering this disease and
Okay, first of
getting.
all, we don't want to conquer the disease. If it wasn't for the disease, you wouldn't be alive. What we want to do is we want to love ourselves unconditionally. And we want to start giving the best to our body. Do you give your best to your body right now?
No.
Make a list tonight. I want you to, from the very minute you wake up until you go to bed, I want you to list everything. What are the main thoughts you have during the day, Michael? Don't tell me. What is the main things you eat? What are the main things you drink? And how does the conversations go? Do you talk about dying? Do you talk about your cancer? Do you talk about, is it getting worse? Do you talk about the next doctor visit? And how do you feel about that? And what kind of fear does it put in you? And then I think you'll find out why you are in bed.
Okay. I can do that.
Cancer is not something that we step in. Do you understand? Like I was just walking along one day and I stepped in it. Okay? It doesn't work that way. And I'm just trying to tell you this, that you've gotten information that's not supportive of healing. It's not a case of you being lazy. It's not a case of you being bad or you being a bad person or anything like that. It's got to do with that, you know what? Sometimes the information is just not easy to find. Because guess what? Take a look at everybody around you. They eat the same as you do. They live the same as you do. Those same people are probably going to get a condition, maybe not the same as yours, but it's not going to be good. %80 of the population, Michael, has autoimmune disease. 80% of the population is pre-diabetic. 60% of the population, up to 80% of the population in different parts of our country are obese and overweight. 1 out of every 2 people will have cancer in their lifetime unless they do something. So I would tell you to read the Braveheart Way and then read the Perfect Day Nutritional Guide. And if you never even call me again or do anything, but do that, you've just made the biggest steps of changing your life right there. Boom.
Okay.
So take a look at that.
Well,
And just know this, that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. And I want to honor you for going through all of this. Other people would have given up already, Michael. So you just show how courageous you are. I mean, I think, you know what? You're a hero for even still just even being in bed, for going through all of this. This is very difficult, and you haven't given up yet. So I think that's amazing. So just know you have what it takes. Let's just change the ingredients.
Not in me to give up.
Let's change the ingredients that we put in our day. Okay?
All right. So read those two.
Read those 2 things.
Okay.
And read the booklets that are in the
Detox.
Doc of Detox library. And then keep coming on the shows. And then let's do this together. You know? Let's do this together. And look at,
Okay.
there are so many people out there that just want to help you, and I'm one of them. And I mean that.
We'll come in. We'll come into your facility. Jumpstart me,
Yes, it would. Where do you live?
Oregon.
Yeah, it would. And but you know what I say? Stick your toe in the water first. Make sure
Sure.
you're the guy you want to give me your money, your time. Make sure that I deserve to work with you. Okay?
Makes sense.
Yeah, really, it does. Don't trust anyone, please. Check me out. And then see if it's the right vibration. And if it is, I'm here for you 110%. And just know
Thank you
something.
for your time today, Doctor.
I was not just saying it. I mean this, Michael. What you've been through
Can
already,
tell.
you are a brave heart, as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? This is going to change for you, and you can do this. And you know what? Get the people in your family that believe in you and believe in this type of what we're talking about. And just understand, most people aren't going to embrace this, because guess what? The problem is we have a brain, and whatever we hear about the most and we do the most becomes our beliefs, which becomes our life. So if you find the people in your family and friends that support you, and don't look for support from people that don't understand this, because they're scared and they don't want to change. People don't want to change. I want my Fritos. I want my burritos. I want my, whatever it is. I want my wine every night. So make sure when you're looking for a cheerleading team that you're not going to one that's already highly addicted. Okay?
Right.
All right, my friend.
Thank you very much, Doctor. You have a blessed day.
Oh, listen. I'm with you, my friend. And you know what? I really, truly am. And you've done amazing, and you're going to do better. Okay? And I mean it.
Thank
Be
you.
blessed. All right?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, and I mean that, everyone. You think about what this guy has gone through. Seriously. You know, my heart goes out to him. And I know that he can do this. We all have it inside of ourselves. You know what? But it's been taken away. All right? You know what? You didn't give your power away. It was taken from you. And it will be taken from you until you decide to take it back. All right? Okay? All right. Is there any more callers?
No.
All right. Well, I think we've had a good day.
Yes, we have.
We've had a good day. Every day's a good day. So this is what I'd like to leave everybody with. Oh, I won't be doing Braveheart next week. I'll be on the road, and I'll be lecturing to some practitioners. And but I will be back in 2 weeks for Braveheart. And my shows will still be going on. If you go to docofdetoxshow.com, my wonderful assistant, Abby Michelle, who is our head nutritionist, will be doing my shows while I'm away. And I want everybody to know that there's only 4 spots left for St. Petersburg, Florida for my courses. They start on October the 22nd. We'll be doing the Whole Life Coach, the Wolfe Deep Tissue, and the Non-Surgical there. It's a 19-day full course. And if you want to go to itioh.com, you can get all your information on that. And for those of you who believe after you read my book called The Braveheart Way at the Doc of Detox Library, you'd like to take it further, check out the Braveheart online training, okay? And we are going to be teaching a full deep tissue and non-surgical course in February, from February 1st to the 12th in Adelaide, Australia. So if you'd like information, please give us a call. Kelowna will be doing a full course, the full 3 courses here, February the 24th to the 2nd. Okay. And like I said, the next Braveheart Nation is September the 25th. And all my other shows will be going on. Clayton's Classroom about water, Pet Star for healthy pets, and Energy Medicine with Marcel Wolfe will be coming up in 2 weeks from this past Monday. And also next week will be, not next week, but this week will also be Dr. Tony Jimenez, okay? And you won't want to miss that show. It will be Thursday, and it's the benefits of ozone. But just check our Doc of Detox show.com, and you can have all your information there. And if you want to try our tea out, call up. We'll give you half a month free to try out if you've never tried it, and you just pay the shipping. And if you'd like my book, Healthy to 100, you can have that free too. How's that? And we'll send the book out free, okay? And that'll get you started. Somebody called in today, or no, they left a message on our chat wondering about the castor oil. It's in the back chapters of skincare, all right? Along with skin brushing and salt glow and things of that nature. All right? So this is what I'll leave you with today, okay? So today and every day, from the minute I rise until I close my eyes, I will create the perfect day for the perfect life. I will trust, honor, respect, protect, and love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I can, I am, I will, I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. God bless. Thanks for joining us, and have the best day of your life. And know this, okay? You haven't even started to tap in to that beautiful you. Take care.